For more than 25 years, the smartest 30 minutes on television from the campus of Wake Tech Community College. Get your crania in gear. It's time to play Brain Game.
Competing today are Southeast Raleigh High School and Raleigh Charter High School. All right, high fives all around. Very good extension. Way to go, you guys. All right. Man. All right, that is a good studio audience. Hello and welcome to Brain Game. I'm your host, Mark Roberts. Welcome, everyone, and thanks for joining us here at Wake Tech's Northern Campus. Let's get started and meet the players, shall we? First up, from Raleigh Charter High School, we have Dan, Aditya, and Nile. Raleigh Charter High School, everyone. And from Southeast Raleigh High School, we have Andrew, Megdoot, and Callie. That is Southeast Raleigh High, everyone. All right. Players, remember, correct answers score you 20 points. An incorrect answer or failure to answer in the allotted time results in a loss of 20. Sweep any category, we'll give you a 20-point bonus. We're just that way. All right, the players look energized and ready to go. Let's get started with Brain Game, everyone. In today's pop-up culture, we're looking at myths in marketing. Unravel the clues to find a brand name that is also a character from myths and legends. So players, crania and gear, here we go with Brain Game. First pop-up culture goes to Raleigh Charter. I really like this chocolate, but I don't want to get naked and ride a horse. Who is this lady?
Like chocolate? Like Nestle? No, do you want to pass? Our answer is pass.
The answer is pass. Southeast Raleigh.
Our team's answer is pass.
Pass as well. Godiva, the answer we're looking for there. All right, we are back with Raleigh Charter now. Just do it, and you will run your way to victory. Who is this god?
Nike. Yeah. Okay. Our answer is Nike.
Nike is correct. And last pop-up culture for Raleigh Charter. They don't make that car anymore. I bet it's older than Jupiter's father. Name the god.
Yeah. Saturn. Our answer is Saturn.
Saturn is correct. All right, now we're moving over to Southeast Raleigh for pop-up culture. What a lovely Gillette razor. Use it, and I'm sure you'll be mistaken for a goddess of love. Name her.
Our team's answer is Aphrodite.
That is incorrect. Raleigh Charter, you want to try?
Our team's answer is Venus. Our team's answer is Venus.
Venus is correct. Now we're back with Southeast Raleigh. I know it probably contains a bracelet, but I know what happened the last time she opened a box. Name her.
Our team's answer is Pandora.
Pandora is right. And last pop-up culture for Southeast Raleigh. Here it is. I don't want a war, he snickered. I just want some chocolate. Who's this god?
Our team's answer is Mars.
Mars is right. All right, players, one category down, only 8 more to go. For today's edition of Headliners, we're focusing on the G20 summit, where the European Union and 19 nations discuss the world economy. All right, we will start with Raleigh Charter. This was the first G20 summit for Giorgia Meloni as Prime Minister of what country?
Our answer is Italy.
Italy is right. The second day of the G20 summit was interrupted by an emergency meeting of NATO leaders after a wayward missile landed in what NATO member country?
Poland. Yep. Our answer is Poland.
Poland is right. And last headliners for Raleigh Charter. Next year, the 2023 G20 summit will take place in what city? The capital of India.
Our answer is New Delhi.
New Delhi is it. All right, this is headliners for Southeast Raleigh. This was the first G20 summit for Rishi Sunak as Prime Minister of what country?
Our team's answer is the United Kingdom.
United Kingdom is right. Sticking with Southeast Raleigh, Chinese President Xi Jinping confronted what country's prime minister over leaking conversations?
Our team's answer is pass.
That goes over to Raleigh Charter if you would like to try.
Our team's answer is Canada.
Canada is right. And this is last headliners for Southeast Raleigh. On what Indonesian island did the G20 summit take place?
Our team's answer is Jaffa.
That is incorrect. Raleigh Charter, would you like to try?
Our team's answer is pass.
Answer we're looking for is Bali. Fine place to have a conference. All right, let's bring things back closer to home and get our Vex on. Today and across America, we're asking questions on the topic of vexillology, the study of flags. Let's find out how well our players know the flags of our fellow states. All right, we are starting with Raleigh Charter with Across America state flags. What state's flag features the portrait of a U.S. president?
Yep. Okay. Our answer is Washington.
Washington is right. Sticking with Raleigh Charter, which state has the newest flag? Instead of a Confederate battle flag, it now features a magnolia blossom.
Our team's answer is Mississippi.
Mississippi is correct. You don't have to spell it. And last across America for Raleigh Charter, the state flag of Hawaii contains the flag of what foreign country?
Our team's answer is the United Kingdom.
That is right. They know their flags at Raleigh Charter. All right, let's check out Southeast Raleigh's flag knowledge. Many state flags contain stars. What state's flag contains an entire constellation, the Big Dipper and Polaris?
Our team's answer is Alaska.
Alaska is right. Sticking with Southeast Raleigh, what state's flag features banners of the family of Lord Baltimore?
Our team's answer is Maryland.
Maryland is right. And last across America for Southeast Raleigh, what state's flag boasts of its state as a republic and is called the Bear flag?
Our team's answer is California.
California is correct. All right, players, we've made it to our first break. How about that? But much more brain game on the way. We've got word power, arts and lit coming up next. We will be right back, everyone. Welcome back to Brain Game, everyone. Things are going great out here at Wake Tech. After the first round of play, we have Raleigh Charter at 240 and Southeast Raleigh at 100. Anybody's brain game at this point. Let's get back into the game now with word power. Players, we're going to need you to fill in the blanks here. Today, we're looking for words that contain the letter Q. And we will start word power with Raleigh Charter. Biomes containing fish and coral are considered what 7-letter word?
Aquatic. Yeah. Our team's answer is aquatic.
Aquatic is right. This 6-letter word is the E in DEI and refers to treating situations fairly and impartially.
No, it doesn't. That's not.
Okay. Our team's answer is pass.
That goes over to Southeast Raleigh. If you would like to try.
Our team's answer is equity.
Equity is correct. All right, we're back with Raleigh Charter now. Hello. It's nice to make your this 12-letter word indicating that you know someone.
Acquaintance, right? Yeah. Our team's answer is acquaintance.
Acquaintance is right. Now we're doing word power with Southeast Raleigh. Don't get this word wrong, or you'll do this 8-letter word to your 20 points.
Our team's answer is pass.
That goes over to Raleigh Charter.
Our team's answer is squander.
Squander is right. We are back now with Southeast Raleigh. You're special. Only a select few teams make the cut for Brain Game, or this 7-letter word.
Our team's answer is qualify.
Qualify is right. And last word power for Southeast Raleigh. This 9-letter word means to surrender reluctantly.
Our team's answer is pass.
That goes over to Raleigh Charter.
Our team's answer is pass.
Acquiesce, the answer we were looking for. All right, well, there's no acquiescing in Brain Game. Great job, players. The next category is arts and literature, from classic works of art to modern classics turned into everyday sayings. Each team will get to start with a visual clue. And we're beginning arts and lit in the Raleigh Charter pod. Dancers on Stage is representative of this impressionist work, including his sculptures. Who is this portrayer of dancers?
Yeah.
Our team's answer is Degas.
That is correct. And second arts and lit for Raleigh Charter, subtitled A Novel Without a Hero. This work is centered on the Crawley family and Becky Sharp. What is this James Thackeray novel?
Our team's answer is Vanity Fair.
Vanity Fair is the one. And last arts and lit for Raleigh Charter. Hope may be the thing with feathers, but this American poet knows why the caged bird sings. Who is this poet who spoke at Bill Clinton's inauguration?
Our team's answer is Angelou.
That Maya Angelou, correct. All right, now we're going over to Southeast Raleigh for arts and lit. Peter Bruegel, the elder, painted this biblical scene in the 16th century. What is this doomed architectural effort?
Our team's answer is pass.
Raleigh Charter.
Our team's answer is the Tower of Babel.
That is the right tower. Now we're back with Southeast Raleigh. It took him 20 years after his first novel, La Galatea, to write the first part of his most famous work. Who is this Spanish novelist?
Our team's answer is pass.
That goes over to Raleigh Charter.
Yeah, go for it.
Our team's answer is Cervantes.
Cervantes is correct. And rounding out arts and lit, last one for Southeast Raleigh. One character in this novel fakes his own death and escapes to Sweden. What novel about bomber pilots trying to avoid war was written by Joseph Heller?
Our team's answer is pass.
Raleigh Charter.
Our team's answer is Catch 22.
Catch 22 is correct. All right. This battle over Raleigh bragging rights will continue. We're just 3 categories away from the great brain game final question. Name game is next, and we're looking for famous people with a unique connection to the animal kingdom, everyone. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Brain Game, everyone. The Battle of Raleigh is continuing here. We have a new player that's in the game for Southeast Raleigh High. We'd like to welcome him in. Everyone welcome Kime, who is now in the game for Southeast Raleigh. Probably a math specialist or something like that. All right, now let's update you after the second round of play. We have Raleigh Charter in at 440. Southeast Raleigh is at 140. In today's name game, we're looking for famous people with sort of a wild side. Players, we need you to identify these famous people with animal names. All right, we are starting name game, famous people, animal names with Raleigh Charter. Honestly, Nevermind is what Canadian rap artist's 7th studio album?
Our team's answer is Drake.
Drake is correct. Sticking with Raleigh Charter here, she was the first American woman to win the Nobel Prize in Literature. Who is the author of The Good Earth?
Our team's answer is Buck.
That is right, Pearl S. Buck, you have it. And last name game for Raleigh Charter, he was born in Allied-occupied Germany. His parents survived Auschwitz. Who has been the host of CNN's The Situation Room for 17 years?
Yes.
Our team's answer is Blitzer.
That is the right Wolf. All right. Now we are doing name game, famous people, animal names with Southeast Raleigh. He was born Eric Bishop. What actor won an Oscar for portraying Ray Charles and is the host of the game show Beat Shazam?
Our team's answer is Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx is correct. Staying with Southeast Raleigh, he's tied with Sam Snead for the most wins on golf's PGA Tour. Who was the 2019 Masters champion?
Our team's answer is Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods is right. And last name game for Southeast Raleigh. She was born in Italy and was a British trainer of nurses in the Crimean War. Who is known as the founder of modern nursing?
Our team's answer is pass.
That goes over to Raleigh Charter.
Our team's answer is Nightingale.
Florence Nightingale is correct. All right, time to move on now. Players, have your pencil and scratch paper out. It's time to play crunching numbers. Players, you now have twice as much time to answer your questions. If you're still stumped, then you can always pass to the other team and let them have a crack at it. So everyone, pay attention. We are starting crunching numbers with our human calculators from Raleigh Charter. What is the sum of the solutions of the equation? Absolute value of 2x minus 5 equals 3.
Add both the solutions. Add both the solutions.
Need an answer over there?
Our team's answer is 5.
5 is right. Staying with Raleigh Charter, if a conference has 6 teams and every team plays each of the other teams exactly once, how many total games are playing in the conference?
21.
Yeah.
Our team's answer is 21.
That is incorrect, Southeast Raleigh. I see those pencils out.
Our team's answer is pass.
Answer we're looking for there is 15. All right, staying with Raleigh Charter for your last crunching numbers. If the area of a square is 25 square units, then what is the perimeter?
20. Yeah.
Our team's answer is 20.
20 is right. Now, crunching numbers for Southeast Raleigh. In how many distinct ways can the letters in the word school be arranged? Need an answer over there, Southeast Raleigh? You have anything?
Our team's answer is 720.
That is incorrect. Raleigh Charter, would you like to try?
360.
Joker.
Our team's answer is 360.
360 is the right answer. Back to Southeast Raleigh. If the diagonal of a square is 8 square root of 2 units long, then what is the area of the square?
Our team's answer is 32.
That is incorrect. Over to Raleigh Charter.
Our team's answer is 64.
64 is the right answer. Now, we're closing out crunching numbers with Southeast Raleigh. What is the solution of the equation? Absolute value of x minus 6 equals absolute value of x minus 8. Need something over there?
Our team's answer is pass.
That goes over to Raleigh Charter.
Our team's answer is x equals 7.
7 is correct. All right, well, good news, players. You've made it through the always difficult math portion of Brain Game. We're on now to rocket science, which is no slouch either, which means there are only 6 questions left before the final round. We're covering a little bit of everything in science today. We're starting with Raleigh Charter in rocket science. It sounds like it might be a local high school mascot, but it's really the beast at the top of the food chain. What is this term?
Apex? Yeah. Our team's answer is apex predator.
Apex predator is right. You guys beat Apex in football, didn't you? All right, now we're sticking with Raleigh Charter. Bonds composed of shared electron pairs are known by what term?
Covalent. Yeah. Our team's answer is covalent.
Covalent is correct. And last rocket science for Raleigh Charter. If 2 heterozygous organisms are bred, what is the chance of producing a homozygous recessive offspring?
25. Yeah. Our team's answer is 25%.
25% is correct. Now, we're over to Southeast Raleigh for your rocket science. What molecules A and B forms are responsible for the green color in plants?
Our team's answer is chlorophyll.
Chlorophyll is right. Staying with Southeast Raleigh, if current has passed through a straight conductor, what will be the shape of the magnetic field created?
Our team's answer is pass.
Over to Raleigh Charter.
Our team's answer is pass.
Answer we're looking for there is circle. And last rocket science for Southeast Raleigh. Europa, Enceladus, and Ganymede are all moons thought to have what beneath their surfaces? Need to improve.
Our team's answer is water.
That is water is incorrect. Raleigh Charter. Oh, wait a second. The judges will take that. Water, oceans. Judges are cool here. All right, very good. Well, great job, everyone. We've made it to the finals. How about that? We're heading to the other side of the planet for globetrotting. Today's final question when Brain Game returns, everyone. Welcome back to Wake Tech. The brain battle of Raleigh continues. The regular round of play ended with Raleigh Charter at 700 points and Southeast Raleigh with 180. If you want more information about the smartest 30 minutes on television, go to WRAL.com and type in the search words Brain Game for the season schedule, final scores, and to watch past episodes. Up to 100 points are now on the table, and it all comes down to our game's all-important final question. Each team determine how much to risk on globetrotting during the commercial break. Teams, here is your final question. This photogenic fella is a quokka. They are found on islands off the coast of what city, the capital of Western Australia? Players, you have 30 seconds to deliberate that all-important final question. Stay tuned, everyone. The final answer and the final scores when Brain Game returns. Welcome back to Brain Game, everyone. We're in the final round of today's contest. Players, our final question once again. This is the quokka. They are found on islands off the coast of what city, the capital of Western Australia? Let's go to our teams now. Southeast Raleigh, please tell us your answer.
Our team's answer is Perth.
That was correct. You risked the full 100 points. That brings Southeast Raleigh's game total to 280. Good job on Southeast Raleigh. All right, now, Raleigh Charter, please tell us your answer.
Our team's answer was Perth.
Also correct. You risked the full 100. That brings their game total to 800. So with that final score of 800, Raleigh Charter is today's Brain Game winner. Man, how about that? Well, congratulations to Raleigh Charter. Great game. Southeast did well as well. Please join us next week when Smithfield Selma Senior High takes on Heritage High School. Thank you so much for watching Brain Game, the smartest 30 minutes on TV, everyone. Way to go, you guys. Good job. Good job. You guys did very well. Thank you for coming out. Good to see you, man. All is good.